Hey guys, Peroxcyde here. With the Shadowlands launching tonight, there's a lot of demon hunters with the dilemma of what covenant they should pick or what legendary they should craft. I made my own research and the go-to covenant in my opinion is Night Fae. Not only does it do the best DPS single target damage in the long run, it's also the best PvP covenant. Ability to hunt is really good. For charging to your target and snaring them, it's amazing. It deals good damage, and the whole trick about it is, while in Mythic Plus, is when you're facing a pack of mobs, the idea is that you target the one in the back, so everything in front gets afflicted with the hunt debuff, so you dot everything. The other part is the soul shape. We all know demon hunters have a lot of mobility. This gives them even more mobility. The main use of this is I can see while you're tanking you can kite and you don't have Inferno Strike, so you can just soul shape and just run away. But you can also just, kite, run. Like in PvP you wouldn't want to use your Fel Rush charges because they inflict mortal wound, which is healing reduction, so you can use that instead to catch up and then strike through with your Fel Rush. For legendaries, if you're doing everything, raiding, Mythic Plus, and PvP, the first legendary you want to make is Collective Anguish. 100%. This is the go-to one. There's no, you should wait for the Mythic week, because we don't know what's gonna get nerfed and buffed, and with the Blizzard balancing, they are making last second changes. We don't like that, but it is what it is, so you're just gonna have to play around that. I'll update if something's gonna change, so keep that in mind. But then again, if you're focusing on raid only to single target DPS, then you should craft Chaos Theory. I'm going to craft Chaos Theory second. I'm going to note here that specific legendaries can only be crafted on a specific gear. For Collective Anguish you can craft them on wrists and back, but you don't want to craft them on the back because there's a bag that drops from the Stone Legion Generals, and the items from the last two bosses are higher item levels, so you want to make Collective Anguish on the wrists. Keep that in mind. For talents in raid you want to use Fellblade, Demon Blades, Glaive Tempest, either Soul Rending and Netherwalk, depending if you need an immunity or not. And you want to go First Blood, Master of the Glaive, and Demonic. It's very important that you use your cooldowns Meta, I-Beam, Glaive Tempest on cooldown. If anyone is wondering what are the best secondary stats, it's gonna be Haste, then it's gonna be Versa, and then Mastery Crit are kinda like the same. Haste speeds up everything, your auto attacks, which means that better Fury gains with Demon Blades and Fellblade. But there are other abilities that scale with Haste, which are Glaive Tempest, Fellblade, Blade Dance, Immolation Aura, and Throw Glaive. Second on the list is Versa. Versa just increases the flat output of your damage and healing. On top of that, it also gives you damage reduction. Mastery increases your movement speed and chaos damage. Chaos damage comes from Fel Rush, Chaos Strike, I-Beam, your initial meta jump, Chaos Nova, and Glaive Tempest. And last, Crit. It amplifies the effectiveness of all attacks and heals. For the best in slot list, I'll put the list in the description of the video. The same thing with logs, so you can actually check the numbers on other covenants and go through them. For consumables, for food you want to use Feast of Gluttonous Hinduism. For potion of Spectral Agility, Spectral Flask of Power. For enchants, main hand you want to use Celestial Guidance. For offhand, Sinful Revelation. For both rings you want to use enchant them with 16 haste. For boots you want to put 15 agility on them, and on chest you want to put Eternal Skirmish. That'll be it. I'll be streaming the launch of Shadowlands tonight. I'll be playing my Demon Hunter. I'll make a proper updated guides for both Havoc and Vengeance. I'll be doing everything from Havoc DPS to Vengeance, tanking both Mythic Plus, Raid, Thorghast, everything basically. If you enjoyed the video, give it a like, subscribe, follow my stream. Links are in the description, and I will see you in the mall. Peace.